Hello, traders, and welcome to the Friday wrap-up, December 12th, 2014. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. I have to tell you, it's actually Sunday morning for me in Thailand. I'm like 24 hours late on putting the video up, but that's okay. You'll still get the information before the next Asia session. Traders, absolutely beautiful outside, bright blue skies, but I have to tell you, it's quite chilly out there. Won't be going out there in any shorts, I'll tell you that. It's getting a little chilly. All right, well, let's move along and let me introduce myself to you before we get started. We got about 12 daily charts to look at today. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Friday wrap-up, which is done usually 5 hours after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27 years in a public safety department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, when I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday, well, traders, I have to be honest with you, I am still here. I guess I'm still on vacation. Having a great time. Traders, I trade the Forex market every single trading day. Doesn't necessarily mean I take a trade, but I'm in the markets, I'm listening to data, I'm watching for opportunities for possible entries to make some profit. And I absolutely love what I do. And of course, I totally enjoy speaking to you every single day of the week. All right, let's get over to the legal stuff. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get over to the commentary. Some interesting numbers at Friday close. Wow, I see a lot of red. The Dow closed negative 1.79%. The S&P 500 is negative 1.62%. The NASDAQ is down 1.16%, with the Russell 200 down 1.24%. Unbelievable. Let's go over to the other side and take a look at what happened over in the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 2.72%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 2.49%, with the CAC 40 closing at 2.77%. The Eurostoxx 50 closed at negative 2.91%. Let's come over to Asia, to my side of the world. Let's see what happened over here. The Nikkei 225 closed up 0.06%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney closed down at 0.22%, with the Shanghai closing in the green at 0.47%. The Hang Seng closed negative at 0.27%, and ending this one, the Kospi closed up positive 0.27% also. So not too bad, we have to say. Not too bad at all. Take a look at gold. Gold is down negative 0.19%, selling at $1,223.30 per ounce. Crude oil is down negative 4.15%, actually closed at $57.46 a barrel. And Brent oil was down, and it is at 61.47. Wow, pretty crazy, huh? I always like to look at U.S. coffee. I'm always interested in U.S. coffee, probably because I drink so much of it. But coffee was down negative 1.42%. All right, so that's what's happening on that side of the information bucket. Commentary. Interesting week this week. I had a very good trading week myself. One of the best trading weeks I've had in quite a while. I'm happy to announce. As last month I had a red month, I'm glad to see this month is doing well, and we're moving right along. You know, we're getting into the Christmas, holiday, New Year's season, and you know, I don't stop looking at charts, and I don't stop doing what I normally do, except for, of course, the actual days that the markets are closed and the platforms are down. But I still look and watch and see what's going on. It's a great time to get on a demo account and practice maybe tweaking your system a little bit, or looking at something new. Not a new strategy, but just something new you might want to add to your arsenal. Whether it's learning how to range trade, it's a great opportunity to get on that YouTube and learn about something you haven't heard before. So lots of stuff that we can do that's really exciting during the holiday season. Don't waste the 2.5, it's 2 weeks. We actually don't come back till January 5th when we are back in full swing. I have noticed the slowdown in volatility already. So, we're in the season. 'Tis the season, as they say, and we'll just keep an eye on that. But I think we need to move up and move forward, and we're absolutely ready to go. So, absolutely great stuff, and really, really feel comfortable over this holiday season to stay in the markets. I could not turn my computer off for 2 weeks, and not be in the markets. It would drive me crazy. I don't know. Maybe I like what I do too much. All right, traders, we're going to take a review of some daily charts. Now, remember, these are daily charts. So my comments that I make, remember, are from a daily chart. And I will refer to lower time frames. But remember, what we're looking at is daily charts. And that's so important that you understand that. So as usual, let's start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar is still in a downtrend. We had a couple of up days. You can see where we had, what was it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was up days, and everybody was all in a fluster. And what happened? Got a red day, and then Friday, what happened? Profit taking, of course, right? That's what I think it is. There sure isn't any good data coming out of the Eurozone. There's nothing positive coming out of the Eurozone. There's nobody saying anything good about the Eurozone. Who was it? Greece needs an extension from the IMF because they're out of money. So, there's nothing good coming out of there. So we are going to remain in a bearish mode. And I think EC President Draghi is not very dumb. In fact, I think he's a very intelligent man. And I think he keeps talking about this quantitative easing, and I think he speaks in January as his next speech. And they're expecting him to give the date when they're actually going to start quantitative easing, which the U.S. did almost 5 years ago. And they're going to do it. And I think he's pretty sharp. What he's doing is he's getting this already out there, so the market is already priced it in, and it's not going to be a big deal when he does it. So in the smaller time frames, we're looking to short the euro dollar. I just want to short the euro. I really don't want to buy the euro. All right, let's take a look at the pound. The pound is still bearish. This is not a change of trend. This is just a nasty range for the last 3 weeks right here. This is 268 pips, my friend. So if you took it from the bottom of that range and just took those 4 higher highs and higher lows, those blue candles, it made some pretty good pips. So this is just in a nasty range. It needs to pop the range one way or the other. And my guess is that it will pop to the downside. The U.S. took a hit this week because of their release of the CIA documents from the U.S. Senate reference the torturing of the terrorists that were in Guantanamo Bay, and the U.S. I think took a pretty big hit there. So there's a good chance that the dollar might stay weak. But I'll tell you what, Thursday and Friday it wasn't weak. It was on the move. As the next slide will show you, let's take a look at the Aussie. The Aussie dollar, I mean, what is it? Like, what do you say to this? What do you do you want to buy this? I don't care what time frame. Do you want to buy this? No way. I just want to sell the Aussie dollar. I don't care what happens. This is not even near a change of trend. This is so bearish, it's unbelievable. We just want to buy this, period. End of story. No questions asked. We're looking for buy trades in the coming week. All right, the New Zealand. New Zealand's been doing the bouncy, up, down, all around. However, I put a trend line in there to show that we're still in a downtrend, and this pair is still bearish. You can see it had a couple of up days, had 3 up days, and everybody was sort of in a fluster that this was now going to be a bullish pair. Traders, you have to come back to the daily charts, and these daily charts tell the story. And the daily charts are saying it. we are in a downtrend. So let's just keep that in mind and just stay in that trend. We're in a downtrend, and and just keep it that way, and we'll be so much better off. All right, let's move on to the next one. I usually don't talk about the CAD a lot, but I wanted to bring out that US CAD. Look at how this thing is just taken off. And there's really only two currency pairs that I correlate together. And one is the CAD and the pound, and the euro and the dollar Swiss. And this is, the pound is dropping like a rock, right? The pound's been bearish. And this dollar CAD is just on the way up. It broke resistance on Thursday, and away she went, and she's just on the move. So if you were trading the 1 hour chart, or a 15-minute chart, you sure would want to have your bias to the upside. I'm really enjoying trading the 1 hour chart, traders. By the way, I started trading the 1 hour charts. Really, really enjoying it. All right, this is a chart with no name. I guess I forgot to type it in, and I don't know. I don't have any idea what this is, so we'll just keep going. Let's talk about the Euro Aussie, one of my favorite pairs to trade. I love this pair. This pair trades over 140 pips a day, folks. This is a great trading pair. And what I want to show you here is it's just bullish. End of story. I mean, we were in this red area. You see the red candles there. We were in this area, and everybody was, oh, change your trend. It's going the other way, and da-da-da-da. And, well, it's not happening. So this is extremely bullish, and we're just looking for buy trades in this. We're going to get a pullback, so we're going to get a red day at some point. And as we get closer to the holidays, these candles are going to get smaller. We're going to start seeing less movement in our currency pairs. So what is the solution to that? Well, the solution to that is trade the open of the markets. So if you Asia's hard to do because Asia takes about 3 hours for all of Asia, 4 hours for all of Asia to be in the market, because they don't all come in at the same time like the Euro, the London session, or the New York session. So like the London session, I'm at my computer an hour before the London Open, because all my trades this week I took at the London Open within 60 minutes, and none of my trades lasted longer than, I think 42 minutes was the most my trades lasted. And I was take profit now, I was done. So that's when your volatility is. Then London lunch comes, and then what do you have? London lunch ends. You got about an hour, I think, or an hour and a half. I think it's an hour and a half. And then New York opens. So there's another big bang, another big boost. Good time to look for a trading opportunity. All right, I brought out this CAD yen. I just want to show you that. If you remember last week, there was 3 days where the yen got really, really strong. And that's why I put that line under the yen there. And you can see the 3 red candles there, just showing that those were those 3 days that the yen got strong. And I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Abby. I think it was Kuroda who was speaking. And the yen got very strong. And they had some good numbers come out. And basically that's what happened. And that's the situation. But folks, this is bullish. We are at support now, and look at this. Friday ends with an indecision candle. Thursday ends at an indecision candle. We are still bullish in this pair. So remember that when we go into our next trading week. And the last slide of the day, my friends, which I always like to show you, and that is the dollar index. You remember last week we were talking about the dollar index, and we were concerned that we were going to get a sell-off. And we did, because it was at resistance. Well, now we've got the sell-off, and now we're just looking for this to resume and continue up. And we'll see what happens. The funny thing is that we're at resistance. So basically, we have a decision candle, indecision, and then a decision candle. And if you remember your candlestick formations, we have an evening star here. So if you go by candlestick formations, this should actually drop. I don't see that happening. I don't see the dollar getting weak. I see it going sideways for the next 3 weeks, but I don't see it dropping. And that wraps up our daily chart review. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me this week and for taking time out of your weekend to watch. And we will be back on Monday for the market opening preview, and that's always put up before the London Open. Traders, you enjoy your weekend break, and we will catch you in the next Asia session. Take care, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.